So hello, everybody. Just doing another Facebook Live session on Fridays here today. And today I wanted to talk about a couple things. And we've got some good stuff coming up for you. All of us, whether it's Caitlin, Chad, Michelle, Dana, Sarah, we've all got something coming up for you here in a row. I'm going to go first, and I'm going to talk about the 24-hour open house and why you need that in this market in 2018 to get your home sold, especially in the D.C., Maryland metro area. It is even more important. So we've also got Brandy coming up on what first-time home buyers are going to need in the market or what they should expect. Michelle's going to go over home inspection process and how that is vital to your purchase if you're a buyer, and as a seller, what to expect and look out for in that process. We've got Caitlin is actually going to be going over, I don't know what Caitlin's going over. Christian's going to go over the benefits of using an agent, and Chad is going to go over a buyer agreement and why that's important for you. So, and you can see, I guess, the topics in the description. So, the 24-hour open house, what is it? A 24-hour open house, or a virtual open house, is it's a video walkthrough of your property, but done in a certain way that it's done through buyer's eyes, presenting your property in the most favorable light possible. Now, we do these with a professional company who does this, professional equipment, professional lighting, and they know exactly what we're looking for and how we use these 24-hour open houses to get homes sold. So imagine if your property was available on the MLS, on Zillow, and everywhere else, especially with Zillow now. We've been using these very effectively because Zillow will take a property with a video walkthrough open house like we're using, and they actually move those to the top of the list. When somebody searched for a home in Clarksburg, which we specialize in, and they're just looking in a certain geographical area, immediately, without any other input, our listings are going to the top because of these 24-hour open houses. Now, they're so beneficial in this area because of how transient the area is. And I don't mean there's a bunch of homeless people. I mean people are coming and going from the DC area constantly, especially in Frederick and Montgomery counties, and in fact the whole state, just because of the military presence alone. We have a tremendous amount of clients that are military transferring from one base to another. They're all on these 3-year tours to the area, whether it's the Pentagon, Fort Detrick, Camp David, those areas, especially in the 270 corridor. We're using these 24-hour open houses extremely effectively to sell these properties sight unseen in a lot of cases, where we may we used to go and just kind of live stream video, but now we're having these professionally done recordings with music and the whole 9 yards, like HGTV style of these properties, and they look great. So a lot of military are buying them, but not only military, we also have the federal government here. It's the reason that the DC metro area didn't do as bad as the rest of the country in the recession, because they were constantly, the federal government was supporting the area. And with the federal government, we're constantly getting people coming in and out of the area. People are moving in because they're getting jobs here with the various agencies along the 270 corridors where a lot of them settle. And then the retirees are moving down to Florida or South Carolina or wherever once they retire. So there's a constant flow in and out of the area, rather than just move up buyers or people that kind of stay here around an industry like the rest of the country. So our area is unique in that way that a lot of these people have orders. They have a certain amount of time that they can look and move, and they're under pressure. And the 24-hour open house is how we're getting most of these sold quickly, a lot of times sight unseen. It's amazing. So I really urge you, whatever real estate company you're using or agent, ask them about the 24-hour open house. It's not called that. We've named it that because it's part of our 30-day synergy listing system. That's one of the 6 points to that system. However, it's a nice video walkthrough with buyer's eyes, HGTV style, with the music and everything else, and professional equipment, lighting, and professional editing. The editing is super important in that process also because of the color and the color correction. If you just have, say, an agent walk through with their iPhone and do that, it's not going to look right. It's going to look bad. The exposure won't be right. The lighting won't be right. And a lot of times that stuff can be fixed with professional editing software. Like I use Adobe Premiere Pro, and I just do color correction afterwards to make sure that there's the white balance is true and correct and the colors, and then these videos really pop. So I really want to urge everyone, if anyone has any questions about that, let me know in the comments, or I'll let you know what companies are actually doing these, where you can find that, or if you have any questions about how we're using them, just let me know below. And if you disagree with any of that, let me know in the comments below too, because I'm really interested in other people's experience with that, or if you're a seller, what your experience has been in the past, and if this was something that maybe you could have used. If you did use it, how was it used, and what was your satisfaction with it? So we're really interested. And right now also, let me know in the comments too where you're watching from. And I'm actually going to, if you could like and share the stream also. So let's see, we've got Sarah here working away. Sarah says hello. You know what I'm looking for here, Sarah? I'm trying to find it as myself here on Facebook so I can share my own stream. There we are. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so I just shared it as well.
Oh, you're on your phone?
Yeah.
Oh.
On the phone checking it out. So there's something else I wanted to share with you here today too, other than the 24-hour open house. So we published this newspaper, Premium Living, in Clarksburg. We send it to all 8,000 households in Clarksburg. And there was an article that we wrote that's on the front page of this, and the whole newspaper is ours. And while I'm at it, actually, I want to mention some of our partners that help us. So I want to give a shout out to Mark Springerth with Springerth Home Inspections. Great home inspector, does a great job, always very thorough. Our clients are extremely happy with him. So if you're a realtor out there in the Maryland, D.C. area and you're looking for a good home inspector, Mark's a great home inspector. Also, I want to mention Lawyer Signature Settlements. It's a title company that we love to use. We love all of the people over there, Katrina, William, Garrett, really good people. So if you're looking for a good title company to close your refinance or your purchase, Lawyer Signature Settlements is great. MLend is also really awesome. We love using MLend as one of our preferred lenders. And then last but not least, Tim Draves over at McLean Mortgage. Love using Tim also. Tim is one of the best lenders out there, so reliable, always closes on time. Any problems that come up, we barely ever even hear about them because they're solved before anyone even knows that they're there. Just a little shout out to those guys. So anyway, I want to go back to this article. Will 2018 be a better year for buyers or sellers? Which is it going to be? So this article, I'm just going to go over a couple things of it here real quick with you. So over the past few years, sellers have certainly been in control in the real estate market. Because of low inventory, sellers have often found themselves able to receive favorable deals on their homes, while buyers often had little wiggle room to negotiate for what they wanted, and that has been very true. So as we head into the new year, will the seller's market continue? Here we'll discuss indicators that suggest that 2018 is likely to be a seller's market again, and two hopeful considerations for buyers too. So inventory will still be low into 2018. And the problem that plagues major markets is low inventory, which in turn drives prices way up. This trend doesn't seem to be slowing down, although the real estate website Zillow does suggest that builders will start constructing more homes for the first-time buyers in earnest. And that has been a huge problem in Maryland. The builders they're not building first-time home buyer homes anymore, or anything that's priced in that price range. And the first-time home buyer price range in our market area is pretty much $330,000 and below. I love that price range too, especially when listing properties, because all first-time home buyers generally qualify up to that amount, 330. Generally seems to be the amount that is within reach of the first-time home buyer, so they sell so quickly. So back to this real quick. Okay, home builders will start constructing more homes for first-time buyers in earnest. Still, though, this limited inventory means that sellers will have more control than buyers. Buyers, in turn, will have to make do with what's on the market. Again, this year, sellers will not be accommodating buyers' wishes, unfortunately. Many homeowners still won't be selling, and this has been a major problem for us as our inventory is. As soon as we get properties listed, they're gone in 60 seconds. So we have been plagued with low inventory. We have over 11,000 buyers, year and a half, 2 years, that have actually signed up on our website, ultimatesellingteam.com, which is basically an MLS search site for buyers. It's the same thing, same access that anyone would have, realtors, etc. So as these buyers have signed up on our website, one of the most common things that we're hearing is they want more choices. Because the listings are just selling so fast, multiple offers almost on every one of these things. So if you've got a home, I'm going to give a little shameless plug. If you've got a home that you're trying to get sold here in the spring market, give us a call. Or if you're in some other part of the country, let us know also, and we will refer you to the top real estate agent in your market. So as top agents, we all are hooked up in a network, and we know who's who around the country. So back to this article here real quick. Many homeowners still won't be selling. Low home inventory often compounds because homeowners who sell often recognize they don't have anywhere to move. It's one of the big problems we have. However, there is a solution. Then, instead of selling their homes at typical rates, homeowners remodel their existing dwellings rather than put them on the market. Homeowners continuing to stay in their homes will continue into 2018. Many homes will receive more than one offer. We just talked about this. Adding to the evidence of a seller's market is that many homes, especially in desirable areas, receive more than a single offer. And this indicates that sellers not only have buyers interested in their properties, but moreover, you like that, that they have multiple buyers who are interested in competing to purchase their property. Thus, if you want to win a big house in a bidding war, you want to make sure that your offer is the most attractive one that they've received. And we can talk later about what goes into making an attractive offer. It's not just price. There are terms also to consider. In fact, we just won a multiple offer situation 3 days ago with a buyer who initially wanted to come in far below the asking price, and in turn we won the offer because we were strong on terms. We adjusted the price a little bit and we were strong on terms, and that's what they wanted. They didn't just want the lowest price and me to negotiate the lowest price as their realtor. They wanted me to negotiate the right terms to get them the property, because they would have been crushed if they didn't get it. And it ended up in that one not coming down to the price, but the terms that we offered and how we modified it. And you don't get two chances at that either. The listing agent's going to say, bring your best and final offer, and that's it. So it's up to make sure you've got an experienced buyer's agent that understands what terms win listings. Affordable homes can still be found outside of city centers. Many of the dire seller-focused predictions are focused on city centers that are the most desirable to many buyers. However, if you're looking to buy property in city suburbs or in less desirable areas, there are still homes available for you. Be diligent and keep an eye on new homes that crop up, and you're likely to be able to buy a home you love. Hey, what's up, guys? Will Campbell, good to see you, dude. Mark, hey, Mark, how are you? Mark Sturm, the finest deputy in the world in Frederick County. Celeste, how you doing? Jennifer, how are you doing? Good to see you. And Michael, hey, thanks for joining, guys. And if you have any questions, just comment below, or if anything I say you aren't sure about, if you disagree with, or anything in general, just put them in the comments here and let's talk about it. So let me know what you think about this article, if it sounds like bull crap or if it sounds like something that makes a lot of sense. We're just going over this article that we wrote for our newspaper we publish in Clarksburg, Maryland, Premium Living. That's the Ultimate Team's personal newspaper that we send out to all 8,000 households every month. So, okay, back to this. More homes are being built. So the key to bringing down home prices More inventory for first-time home buyers. And although new homes are below a 50-year average, builders are preparing to start developing this type of property in the new year. And that's so important. We haven't had it in so long. Bottom line, 2018 will be another seller's year. But there are some bright spots on the horizon for buyers too. And we'll go over that later. So one thing that I want to show you here with our newspaper too, if you'd like to be receiving a copy, you can. And we have a digital version as well. But even though this is geared for Clarksburg, there's a lot of good stuff in here. Again, we're going to start profiling one family a month in Clarksburg to feature in our newspaper. And we've got a coloring section here. It's so fun, man. The kids here will actually do this coloring contest, and then they submit their pages to us, and then we pick a winner, 7 years and under and 8 years and up, and they win a $15 gift card at Toys R Us every month, and that's been really great for the area. You can see these ones for the kids from last month. We published the winners in here too, in their drawings or their coloring. So again, I want to give a shout out to our partners. Again, Spring Earth Home Services. Spring Earth. Mark is such a great home inspector. Again, give Mark a call if you have a home inspection coming up. Mark's number, he can be reached at 301-512-0427. And MLend has been awesome. You can reach them at 301-662-LOAN. MLend, they'll get you all hooked up. Tim Draves, who's my other favorite lender in the world, has gotten our clients out of so many jams coming up. Tim also can be reached at 703-395-8495 over at McLean Mortgage. And finally, Lawyers Signature Settlements. I have been doing business with Lawyer Signature Settlements since I was born in the real estate industry. They are so awesome. They can be reached at 301-695-1235. Tell them that Tim sent you from the Ultimate Selling Team. So dealing with Lawyer Signature Settlements over there is great. And you've got Katrina, who's the attorney over there. Ever since Katrina bought and took over Lawyer Signature Settlements, it has been growing and growing, and they're growing. They're doing great. Wilma over there. Garrett, who am I forgetting over there, Sarah? Tiffany's Kathy. Doing good. Kathy.
Marianne.
And they deal with Sarah on an ongoing, she deals with them daily. And they also, we just had a problem, had a deal blow up over title issues and everything. It wasn't going to close this month. We just got a call today. Guess what's closing this month? They fixed it. They figured it out. And so they're great over there. So, what other kind of topics are you guys interested in hearing? I always want to know. Put them in the comments. I watch the replays, so I like to watch the replay comments as well. So again, let me know where you're watching from, what kind of topics you want to hear about in the real estate world in the future, because we're going to be doing this every Friday. In fact, our whole team members going to be doing it every Friday. And I believe Michelle is coming up next with the home inspection process. Why that's important. Again, dealing with Mark Springer, who's awesome. And then after that, I think Brandy's coming up with first-time home buyers, what you guys should expect. And Chad with buyer agency and why that's important and what a buyer's agreement is, why these realtors are always having you sign stuff like that and how it actually is to your benefit and can protect you, etc. So we've got a bunch of us coming up here for the rest of the day live, one after the other. So at this point here, we're going to sign off, and I'll see you next Friday. And if you have any other comments or questions, just check it out below. If you want to check out our website, even if you're another realtor and you want to see what an awesome website, an ultimate website, if you will, looks like, go to theultimatesellingteam.com and leave us a message, give us a shout out, and we'll be seeing you the next time around. So again, this is Tim Brooks with the Ultimate Selling Team. It was good chatting with you guys, and see you next week.